store-bought coffee again.
So interestingly enough, there's still no patch update for PlayStation 5. It is Thursday, June 12th. However, the game works fine. It's steady 30 FPS. I know it's 30 FPS, and believe me, that is good considering what I had on Tuesday.
Sorry,
On Tuesday when it was released, it was almost unplayable. So I don't know what happened. Like I tried to explain to everybody on the live stream on Tuesday night. Well, it was Wednesday morning, 1 o'clock when I finished my live stream. I believe it was part 2. I, turned off my console. I didn't put on a standby mode. I usually put on standby mode. I turned it off, shut it off, and then I unplugged it from the AC cord from the back. And I woke up the next day. I plugged it back in, and it was working, and everything was fine. I wasn't getting those 20 frames per second, or I think at one instance, man, I had like 10 frames per second. It was so bad on Tuesday. So apparently what I have found out is that some of my friends told me, Gods and Shinobi and others, they said that when you do that, when you turn off, when you unplug your PlayStation like that, when you unplug it from the AC cord, and you let it stay like that for a while, what happened is the next time you turn it back on, you cleared the cache. You cleared the cache of the VRAM, virtual RAM, video RAM. I'm sorry, video RAM, not virtual RAM. Video RAM, which is very important. Your video RAM to render the graphics and everything and resolution, to keep the frame rate steady, right? Because your frame rate has to be steady with resolution and rendering of the environment and everything else. And they believe that's what actually happened. I still don't have the patch update, because a lot of people are wondering, well, how could that be? You still have version 1.0.0.3.0.0.0, which is right there. And since June 8th, when you pre-order the game, it's still the same 1.0.0.3. How could that be that you only have the same update since June 8th, and the game came out on June 10th, and there was no patch update? How is that possible? So I think that's really what happened. Look, for a PlayStation 5, this is good, because I played a PC version, and thanks to my friend Heat Tunes, I appreciate him donating and helping with the PC version. I will be also playing PC version, building stuff on PC version. So Heat Tunes, thank you. I appreciate all of you helping out. It really, man, I'm blown away, man. And this is one of the reasons why I dedicate myself to do this, to support this game, to help this game. I believe in this game. I believe that there is going to be the light at the end of that tunnel. There's a lot of potential here. I see it. The story is really good, but I'm trying not to spoil the story too much, because I want you guys to find out for yourself. Just like watching a TV show, I want you to see for yourself what happens next. Very interesting character, very interesting story, but you just have to delve into it, and you will understand exactly why that is. Now, I know a lot of you are turned off by not having the melee, not having the ability to hop in from one car to another. I know a lot of you are turned off by not having the ability to use hand-to-hand combat, not having a map to pull it out to see where you're going. You just have this little mini map and automatic GPS that tells you where to go. I know all of these concerns, which I have, you know, personally have mentioned, and I have given my feedback on that. Clearly, you know, I wasn't happy about that. However, all of these things can be fixed, can be updated in the future, according to Leslie Benzies and his statement that he made recently. It was that he's walking. I mean, I'm sorry, He's working around the clock. That was just a short, brief, little statement that he gave to, I believe, one of the gaming journalists. I forgot which one it was. I saw it on the Microsoft Edge. You know, when you click on Microsoft Edge has the Microsoft Start front page, Microsoft Start, and under the Microsoft Start, there's all these headlines, you know, for the news, for the video games, etc., etc. And on the video games, there was a headline news that says briefly that Leslie Benzies is working around the clock because it's not just a PlayStation; it's also PC, Xbox, and of course PlayStation. So it's not just like he's focused on PlayStation version. So there's you know, Xbox and PC that he's also focused on to work around the clock with the team. I think we'll see a patch probably tomorrow before the weekend. That's what I am, you know, hoping for. I think we'll probably see it tomorrow. But he's working around the clock, so just keep that in mind. But this is playable. I checked the PC version. PC version is from 50 to 58 to 60. It's not a consistent 60 FPS on PC, but it's between 55 to 58 to 59 to 60. So it kind of, it's a variation of frame rates, but it never drops down below like 30. It usually stays around 44 to 50 to 55 to 58, and it stays around there in that ballpark of you know, between 45 to 58 to 59 to 60. In some instances, it stays at the 60 FPS. So the PC version, sure, it could be polished up and updated a little bit better for optimization and performance, which I'm sure he will do that. But people who are saying that you know, the game, it's unplayable, and if you look at the Steam reviews, it's mixed now. It's not like mostly negative. It went from mostly negative to mixed, and I think once the new patch update rolls out, it'll be mostly positive, I think. And you know, so that's why I was like, people are saying this is unplayable, really? Because, you know, I'm all about the fact finding, and I appreciate people letting me test stuff, try things out, right? And because the only way for me to find out is by seeing it for myself, testing it for myself, you know. And this is on PlayStation right now. That's what you're watching. It's PlayStation. I'm all about fact finding and giving you the facts instead of just focusing on hearsay, and people's opinions, you know. God knows the internet's full of opinions, right? And narratives and agendas, etc., 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 etc. So what I try to do is, like, I try to go in and see for myself what frame rate is, how does it look like, how does it play, instead of just, like, you know, jumping on the bandwagon of you know, what the others are saying. I'm not an ant. I don't follow the, you know, the ants hive, you know. But I know a lot of people like to do that, and I personally would recommend, you know, to follow that path, because when you follow that path, then you just end up with that one-sided agenda, you know, and then you realize, well, that was really stupid, you know. Everybody had the same thing about the cyberpunk, you know. They were like ants, hives, just like following that one group, you know. And then 5 years later, here we are. Cyberpunk looks better than ever. And also keep in mind, this is a small company. And this is playable. Like, I don't know what people are talking about. Like, hey, for a console, this is good. You know, 30 FPS, sure. Maybe they'll be able to figure out 60 FPS, but we'll just have to wait. But like, this is pretty good, man. For look, man. Um, Everybody's like, I think people are too hard on this game, and just hear me out. I mean, it's like, okay, I get it, I understand. I mean, duly noted. I was upset too. I'm not saying that this is okay for them to release the game in the state that it was in. I wouldn't have released it, and I addressed all of these, you know, all of these critiques. If people don't think that I haven't addressed those critiques, well, then go watch Tuesday. Watch my videos on Tuesday. Watch my other videos. I mean, watch the videos I made in the past regarding, you know, my criticism of this game and how they've been treating it with the marketing and everything. All of that, it's in there. I mean, just go and see, you know. But after, what, now 3 days that the game has been released, I have to be honest. All right, so, well, this is playable. It's 30 FPS. I don't have any issues. I don't have any bugs. The game's running fine. I'm not gonna trash the game and say, hey, it's not playable when it is playable. Thanks to Heat Tunes, he let me check out the PC version, getting close to 60 FPS. I mean, if that's unplayable, well, then I don't know. Maybe I'm a Pinocchio. I don't know. What else are we going to say? So, but I also checked the Steam reviews. It's mixed now. It's not mostly negative. It's mostly positive. So, that's good. And I see a lot of people now coming to my channel, starting to agree. I think they're starting to see that people are exaggerating this game. You know, there's a lot of it's like somebody, like, it's like almost they want this game to be canceled for some whatever reasons. And I don't know for the life of me why. Would you want to do that? I mean, there's enough space for every game to flourish. There's a space for every game out there. Just because you don't like the game, hey, you know what, man, don't play it. It's that simple. Go play something else. But let us who wants to play it, let us enjoy it. Same thing with the Order 1886. I liked it. I wanted to see a sequel, but no, everybody else, they wanted to cancel it. Well, we'll never see the Order 1886 sequel, which we could have had. We could have had trilogy by now. You know, I mean, I can go down the road of, well, the stupidity of cancellation. And sorry, guys, I just woke up earlier. So there's another one, Days Gone. You know, I fought tooth and nail. I contacted developers, and yes, you know, I was criticizing GameSpot journalist. First of all, you know, I'm not going to even mention her name, but this is 2019. She's very nice. She's a nice person, but I did criticize her for making a review that uses her own agenda and injecting her own political agenda, her own woke agenda, versus, you know, sticking to the facts. You know what I mean? I don't like, I don't think as a game journalist you should inject like your own personal agenda or personal point of view or political point of view. You shouldn't like mix that stuff with video gaming. Video gaming, it's, you know, you have to be professional. It's like Tom Cruise says, ask me a question about a movie. Don't ask me questions about. Recently somebody wanted to ask him something about, you know, political question, and Tom says, well, ask me about the movie. Why are you asking me about political stuff? You know. And she gave it a what was it? 5 out of 10. I think that's what she gave it. 5 out of 10. And Days Gone certainly didn't deserve 5 out of 10. And that was back in 2019. You know, I spoke against, you know, GameSpot review. I thought it was not right, the way the game was being trashed by a journalist, you know. And well, I took a lot of heat for that, obviously, but I also helped the game bring a lot of attention, and a lot of people started checking it out. I remember people from UK started getting in touch with me back in 2019, telling me, hey mate, thanks for recommending this, man. I have spent 40, 50, 60 hours now. This is a great game. A lot of people even here in US started playing it, and they say, hey man, thanks bro. I'm glad that I didn't just listen to GameSpot review and other reviews trashing this game. This is actually a pretty good game, and even Ben Studio got in touch with me, and they told me thanks, appreciate it for all the support and feedback. You know, so I like to support the game that I believe. Look, even Concord, I didn't want to see Concord fail. I saw potential with a Concord, playing Concord, and I played the Concord, and the Concord was a sure a multiplayer game that could have been included with the PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Premium. I believe the game could have been saved. I had fun. I played it with my friend Brandon. We played it for hours and hours. I think one live stream we did like 8 hours, like on one live stream. I think we did like a couple of live streams, 8 hours back to back. They're out there. You can go watch it, of Concord. And we enjoyed it. It was fun, you know. But did the game deserve to be canceled? No. Concord could have stayed alive, and Concord could have flourished. We could have probably had season 5 or whatever with a bunch of new updates, right? Concord could have stayed. Concord could have been saved. Even David Jaffe agreed with me. Even David Jaffe said, yeah, Concord could have been saved. So I'm not like in this business of, hey, let's cancel the game just because I don't like it or for whatever reason. I don't like that. Like, I think every game should have a space. There's enough space for every game, okay guys, to flourish, to live. We don't need to like cancel these games. So as you can see, you know, PlayStation 5 version, it's playable. Yes, it's 30 FPS, but it's a steady 30 FPS. It is playable. People who say it's not playable, I mean, come on. It is playable. But yes, there's some stuff missing, of course, and that's just something that you'll have to put up with until they bring up those features. If they decide to bring up those features, you know, like bringing up the map feature, melee, hand-to-hand combat. But, you know, I don't want you guys, the reason I'm making this video, because I don't want you to think that, oh, it's unplayable. I know there's a lot of videos out there. They're gonna try to have you believe that, to bring that narrative. Yes, on Tuesday it was unplayable. I have a live stream which I have documented. It was unplayable, but now after 3 days, as you can see, you can also watch my part 3 and part 4 live stream. It's all there. I mean, I have receipts. It's not like I'm just talking, you know, out of my behind. You know, I'm actually showing you that it works. So, and I don't even have the patch update, and it's working. So what can you do? Like, if you have issues, like I said, unplug your PlayStation 5, clear the cache for that VRAM, which is the video RAM, and you should be alright. If it works for me, it should work for you. PC version is playable. I played it yesterday. Okay. Because these are the facts. I don't want to just, you know, talk in front of a microphone and you know, tell you that, oh, this is trash, trash, trash. That word's being used quite a lot lately. So I just want to, you know, tell you that this game actually works. It's 30 FPS. Sure, it could have been, 60 FPS, but maybe in the future they'll figure out the way to make this game 60 FPS. But for right now, it's a 30 FPS. And there's really absolutely nothing wrong with 30 FPS. It works just fine. Like I said, give time developers to figure out the way to harness the power of PS5 and PS5 Pro. Maybe they'll be able to use dynamic resolution, to scale it to maybe 1440p and give us a 60 FPS. But steady 30 FPS. It's playable right now, so you shouldn't have any issues with the PlayStation 5 version. And like I said, I played it. I'm still playing it. I'm running. Do you see me like having any glitches? No. I can go up the stairs, down the stairs. Everything's smooth. So, as you can see, everything's good. And there it is. See? There's the elevator right there. I don't know if I exit. I don't know. Maybe I can. I don't think yet because I have to do some other missions. I'm sorry. But as you can see, it works. It works fine. The cover system, everything. And if you're not convinced, well, go watch my live streams. Those live streams are 5 hours, 6 hours. It's all there. Or my recent video I made yesterday addressing the Mindseye. So it's all there, man. Go check my channel. It's all there. And I'm glad that a lot of people are starting to notice that there's a lot of exaggeration. There's a lot of misinformation, Yes, the game... Look, people are judging the game based on Tuesday, June 10th. All of these negative reviews are coming from June 10th. Yeah. Okay, well, we're not in June 10th anymore. We're in June 12th. I mean, it is June 12th. It's Thursday. So things have changed. So as a journalist, as a reporter, you need to report situation as it is. And right now on June 12th, I'm reporting to you that it's smooth. It's running smooth. It's good. Okay, so I hope this really helps, And again, I'm not shilling for this game. I'm not sponsored by Leslie Benzies. It's not like I'm, in communication with Leslie and Leslie's giving me directions on what to do. No, I don't work for Leslie. I don't work for Built a Rocket Boy. Although I wouldn't mind being, sponsored by them. Sure, it would be nice. I would love to do some marketing for them. I could help them out, help the studio. Sure. But that's if he ever gets in touch with me, if that's what he wants, But I'm like, just as a independent content creator, I'm giving you my independent, honest, factual, fact-finding information. I like you'll hear me use that phrase quite a lot. Fact-finding, 2 words. That phrase will be used by me almost all the time. Fact-finding. And I think that's the phrase that a lot of you should start, implementing. Fact-finding. Fact-finding versus your narrative, your opinions, your emotions about the game. You should stick to fact-finding. Because fact-finding, you will find exactly what's going on. And you'll be able to isolate yourself from all that negative narrative that's out there, that's floating around, So, well, there you have it, guys. I hope this new update, meaning my update on the game, helps you out. Yes, I still don't have the update. Clearly, you see that I'm on PlayStation. I'm not like trying to pull any tricks on you. And clearly, you can see that there's no new update. You check for update. There's no new update. And right here on the information, clearly you can see that it's June 8th, 2025, 4:20 p.m. and the version is still 1003.000, but we just go with 1.003. 1.003. The next update most certainly will be 1.004, but we haven't gotten the 1.004 yet. What we have gotten is 1.003. Okay? I'll talk more about this on my live stream. We'll do our next mission. The next mission is going to be called it's called Solidarity Confinement. So we go to this prison here, and we have to infiltrate this prison. It has a little bit of Metal Gear in there, a little bit of Ground Zero's Metal Gear. So we'll do that next. There's going to be some spoilers moving forward on the live stream, so just kind of, I want you to understand that. And once I'm finished with the game, I will go ahead to the PC version and try to build some stuff. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is once I'm finished with this game on the PlayStation 5, then I'm gonna move on to PC version to try to create my own little built mini game or whatever, my own little built map. So build mode, I'll be mainly focused on the build mode once I'm finished with the game. So once I'm finished with the game, you'll see me do a lot of building. I'll be building a lot of stuff. You guys can join in to participate on the build mode so we can build together, and then we can share it and publish it. If it passed the publishment from Build to Rocket Boy, then once it's published, you'll be able to go ahead and play that on the map. And you can say, hey, I know this map. I participated with Mr. 4K. I worked with him to build this map. To build this map and this little mini game. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's probably tomorrow, depending how long it takes me to finish the game. But once I finish the game, I'll probably spend a lot of time over the weekend together with you guys on the live stream, using a build mode, building and publishing. We'll build as many worlds. We'll build as many worlds as possible. We'll publish it. We'll give it different nicknames, and I think it'll be fun. I think a lot of people will enjoy that, and then you'll be able to hop on the world, and we can explore it, we can enjoy it, we can have fun with building the world and publishing it, and then see if it passed the publish test. And then once it's published, we can go in there, we can have fun, we can check out those missions, go through those missions, and and the missions will be under the play. All right, it will be right here. The missions will be here. And you just have to, if they're published, they will show up here. Okay? Race tickets, please. Rattlesnake. Serving notice. Whiskey Tango. And, all of that stuff will show up here on the Mindseye menu. Once it's published, obviously, So we'll be doing that once I finish the game. Then we'll be going to a PC build mode, and we'll have a lot of fun on a PC build mode. Okay, so I know this video is about 30 minutes, but I just wanted to give you a reassurance that, hey man, the game is playable whether you go on a PlayStation 30 FPS or whether you go on a PC 55 to 44 to 48 to 60 FPS, which is playable. Anything that's above 44, 50, 58, 59, 60, it's playable. That's a good frame rate. It's playable. You know, what's considered unplayable if it's below 30? If it's like 20 FPS, that's unplayable. But anything above 44 frames up to 50, or anything above 50 or 44 frames up to 48, 49, 50, it's considered playable. So anything about 44, anything about 44 FPS all the way up to 50 FPS, to me it's considered playable. But luckily for me, I was always at the 55 to 58. On some instances, I would drop down to 44, maybe 48. But I would never drop down below 44. Usually it's 44. The lowest I would get would be 44. At some instances, 44 FPS. And then it would move up from 44 to 50 to 55 and then to 60. That is playable, my friends. And that's without even patch update. Now wait till they patch it, when they bring out the patch update. So it is playable. People who are saying it's not playable, it's not true. It is playable. I have it on my live stream. I can show you the proof. I can, I have the receipts, I have evidence. Okay, so people who wants to debate me on that, well, I have the receipts, I have the evidence, so good luck, And same thing with the PS5. It's 30 FPS. It's working. So no issues, no problems. And you will see on the live stream, once I start playing it on the live stream, you will see there's no issues, there's no problems. Okay, I'm sorry this video is 32 minutes, but like I said, there's so much I wanted to tell you here, so much I wanted to unpack, so you guys understand better that don't fall into that trap of negative narratives. From day one, people have been negative about this game. From day one. And well, why is that? People haven't even played the game, and they were just raising concerns. They were saying this, they were saying that. Why not wait? Why not give this game a proper, due diligence instead of just jumping on the narrative? So if somebody's jumping on a narrative, they're doing it for other reasons. Other reasons could be, this. Clicks, views. Let's make this, right? And for majority of the time, it's about this. Trust me. They don't really care about the game. They don't really care. But they do care about this, of course. Because they want to drive their narrative so they can get the clicks and views and make this. Anybody who, understand how YouTube works, it's all about, the clicks and views. If you don't get the clicks, if you don't get the views, if you don't get people to watch your videos, well then, what's the point, right? Why even turn on the camera and record the video? Why even upload the video? Alright, so there you have it. Some truth and honesty here. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the live stream. Like I said, when I finish the story campaign PlayStation version, I will jump on the build mode on the PC and we'll build some cool stuff. Monday night we're doing Silent Hill 2. I don't want you guys to think that I'm just focused on this. For right now, I am, as I promised, because the game just got released 3 days ago. But next week, Monday night, we're finishing Silent Hill 2 Part 5. So for those of you who are waiting for me to finish Silent Hill 2, Part 5's coming on Monday. Mark your calendars all night long, Monday night. And then we'll play Death Stranding 2 on the 26th. August 20... I'm sorry. August 26th is Gears of War Reloaded. June 26th, I'm sorry. June 26th, Death Stranding 2. Okay, so Yes, I will be streaming Death Stranding 2, for the record. Yeah. I'm sorry, I know I said August 26th. I mixed Gears of War. It's June 26th is Death Stranding 2. Gears, it's PlayStation August 26th. So I don't like that it's actually August 26th for Gears, because on August 28th we have Metal Gear, so it's kind of like, wow, why are they doing that? You know, they should have picked a better date. So yeah, Death Stranding 2, June 26th. We'll be covering that. We'll be streaming it, of course, reviewing it. All right. Again, my apologies for 35 minutes. I don't want to make these videos this long, but there's so much I needed to say, so that way you guys have a, as Arnold says, the clear vision, the clear vision. So you know, you don't end up in that pile of you know, negative narrative that the game is trash, which is not trash. Okay, and it is playable. Clearly, you can see it's playable. All right. Thank you for watching, and again, my apologies for 35 minutes. I know you guys don't like these long videos, but it is what it is, man. There's so much I needed to say. All right. Love you guys. Be good. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.